Hey, it's Dave and Wanda. Welcome to another episode of Around the Valley with Dave and Wanda on WGRC. Today we are at Muncie Bank at historic Bowman Field, taking a look at the Williamsport Crosscutters. We are excited to be here. And Wanda, we are joined by Vice President of Marketing, Gabe Sinacropi.
Yeah, it's so good to be here. Thank you for having us.
It's great to have you guys. Welcome to Muncie Bank Ballpark. We're happy to have you here. Even though a little inclement weather today right now, but
part of it.
yeah, things are going to clear up by game time, I promise.
Well, we are excited, preparing for a game. It's an all-day event, so we're excited to find out what takes place behind the baseball game, behind the scenes, get a little tour of the stadium, and then later on tonight, play ball.
That's right. You know, a lot of people think that we just kind of show up at maybe 3 o'clock for to open the gates at 5:30, but no, we're here bright and early at the start of the day at 9 a.m., some even earlier, and work throughout the day to get things set for tonight's game. And really, in the 9 months previous to tonight's game, we were working on everything that happens during the season as well. So what we do today for tonight, all the last minute kind of preparations for all the things we have going on.
Well, why don't we head on inside and let's take a look at this historic ballpark.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
WGRC's Around the Valley is sponsored by Zook Septic Services, serving central Pennsylvania. Contact them for inspections, repairs, and system maintenance needs at 570-837-1466 or at zookseptic.com.
Oh, welcome, guys, to Muncie Bank Ballpark. This is our main entrance and our main concourse, but I really want to show you guys the Bowman Field Hall of Fame. This is the Bowman Field Hall of Fame, and these plaques of, famous players and executives and teams and anybody who has had an important role in the history of this, very old and historic facility. So it started in 1989 and went through, I think, 1991. Then it kind of went dormant for a while, and we weren't here at that time. And when our franchise came in '94, we thought, hey, we should start to get this to come back, right? The Hall of Fame. There's so many famous people that have come through here. And then when we started our winter banquets many years later, we started inducting somebody every year. But some of the most famous ones, well, probably the most famous one is we inducted in 2012 was Dave Wanda, and he's the perpetrator of the great potato caper. So, he used a peeled potato in a trick play in 1987 when he was a member of the Williamsport Bills, and went on to infamy and worldwide acclaim for that, crazy stunt. So, he still does radio and TV appearances every August 31st when the anniversary of that comes up. And we've done a million things with Dave, in addition to inducting his numbers retired. We've done bobbleheads of him. At least one of those bobbleheads sold for over $300 on eBay after we did it. We just had him back last year for the 35th anniversary of the stunt, and we named ourselves that night, rebranded as the Potato Capers, and with special jerseys and uniforms. And now this year, we do it every Friday. So we turn into the Williamsport Potato Capers. We've got Dick Allen, who was, a great player for the Phillies, but this was one of the places he started in 1962 and had an incredible year for the Williamsport Grays championship team that year. He hit .319, 21 homers, and 109 RBIs. So this was a huge year for him on his way to becoming the National League Rookie of the Year a couple of years later. So, a great career. He should not only be in our Hall of Fame, but he should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's just narrowly missed a few times. But lots of great people who have, made their mark here in Williamsport as part of the history of this facility.
So it looks like there's room for one more spot that you were telling us about. Tell us about who is going up.
There is room for one more spot, and he was inducted in January, and he is arguably maybe the most famous guy on this whole wall, and that's Rashawn Westbay, who's our Director of Smiles.
Yes.
Rashawn is a huge part of our organization, and he's been with us now for 20 years. as I said, he was inducted in January, and I know we'll get to meet him a little later on. So,
yeah,
most popular guy in the ballpark.
He brings such joy to the field and to the game. And I told you earlier, my boys have grown up coming to the ball games since they were little, and they always look forward to seeing Rashawn. So yeah, it's great.
We look forward to seeing him every day. People don't realize it. He's with us every day, all day. He's just a regular employee with us 365 days a year. So,
and what a neat story. You were telling us earlier that when he was younger, he was just hanging out. He enjoyed being here, and then now he's supposed to be. He's a fixture. Yeah. And I remember last year I brought our youngest daughter here to a game, and she got her picture with Rashawn. So he definitely does make people smile. Well, let's see, as we're making our way up the ramp, I see some daylight out there, so let's turn the corner and see what we find.
Dave, this is this is a jewel. It always has been here in Williamsport. Historic Bowman Field was built in 1926 at the cost of $75,000.
Wow.
We've had many renovations since then that cost way more than $75,000. And one of those renovations was in 2017. It was a partnership between the state of Pennsylvania, the city of Williamsport, the Crosscutters, and Major League Baseball, all coming about due to the MLB Little League Classic that's played here every year in August during the Little League World Series. So really, this whole thing was blown up, and all new seating, all new flooring where we're standing, new walls in the stadium, new bullpens, etc., new dugouts, and a new playing surface. Major League Baseball put in that playing surface so that we would have a playing surface literally as good or better than any Major League Baseball stadium has, and we do have that. A lot of people think that that's artificial turf out there because it looks so perfect. That is natural grass. Even people that walk out there, when they walk out there, they say, "Is this fake?" Yeah. No, this is natural grass, just like your lawn, except it looks a lot better. This stadium, when we moved here in the mid-90s, held just over 4,200 people. We've what we call right-sized it to about 2,500. So between the fixed seating and our decks that we have, our party areas, we're right around 2,500 seats, and that seems to be about perfect for our city and surrounding area. Yeah, our new $750,000 video board was installed last year, and that was a joint project between the state of Pennsylvania, the city of Williamsport, and the Williamsport Crosscutters. And it really has, made the fan experience much more enjoyable for the fans, as we said, and for our sponsors too. There's lots of great things that can happen on that video board that are sponsorable that we just didn't have access to before. So it's a great addition to our ballpark. Finally, get a scoreboard in the video age.
So Wanda's sons, she mentioned they play baseball. They've been concerned at times about mom getting kicked out of the stand.
Not true.
My dad gets passionate, but like any parent would. It's just a part of the game. If that would ever happen with my mom, I would be saying something to her.